On this day, February 3rd, history took some unforgettable turns, from breakthroughs to moments that changed the world. Let's rewind. On this day in 1815, Rudolf Emanuel von Effinger opened the world's first commercial cheese factory near Gießen in Switzerland. Lucky people got to taste the very first batches. Can you imagine that flavor? I wish I could try it. What started small became a cheesy revolution, changing how the world enjoys this delicious treat. Jumping from delicious bites to giant leaps. On this day in 1959, a moment shocked the music world. February 3rd is remembered as the day the music died. A tragic plane crash took the lives of Buddy Holly, Ritchie Valens, and the Big Bopper, cutting short three rising stars and leaving a lasting mark on music history. But February 3rd didn't just hold heartbreak, it also made history in space. On this day in 1966, the Soviet spacecraft Luna 9 became the first spacecraft to make a successful soft landing on the moon. Even more impressive, it sent back the first ever photographs from the lunar surface, changing how humanity saw space forever. And the sky wasn't the limit. On this day in 1995, Eileen Collins made history as the first woman ever to pilot a U.S. space shuttle, taking control of Discovery and changing the future of spaceflight forever. This wasn't just a win for NASA, it was a win for every woman who dreamed bigger. And she didn't stop there. A few years later, Collins went even further, becoming the first female commander of a shuttle mission. Remembering a fashion and fragrance pioneer. On this day in 2023, the world said goodbye to Paco Rabanne, the avant-garde Spanish-born designer whose visionary work turned fashion into wearable art. Rabanne didn't just push boundaries, he blasted through them, creating metal and plastic couture that shocked and delighted runways around the world. Celebrities from Brigitte Bardot to Jane Fonda and modern stars like Beyoncé have worn his unforgettable fashion pieces. His influence extended into fragrance too. Iconic scents like Paco Rabanne Pour Homme, 1 Million, and Lady Million became global bestsellers, with the 1 Million line spawning multiple editions and earning a spot among the most celebrated men's fragrances worldwide. From red carpets to everyday signature scents, Rabanne's bold, daring identity lived on in both fashion and perfume, a legacy of creativity that still turns heads today. Celebrating justice, family, and global impact. And on February 3rd, 1978, Amal Clooney was born in Beirut, Lebanon, a woman who grew up to become one of the world's most respected human rights lawyers. Known for representing victims of genocide and fighting for freedom and accountability at the highest levels, Amal has said her goal is equal justice for all, highlighting how important human rights are to global prosperity and dignity. She's co-founder, with her husband George Clooney, of the Clooney Foundation for Justice, which works in dozens of countries to defend human rights, challenge wrongful imprisonment, and promote gender equality. Amal also uses her voice on global platforms, advocating for women's rights and international law, while balancing her professional passion with family life as a mother and one half of Hollywood's most influential power couples. One flight, one pilot seat, and suddenly space belonged to everyone. 6 moments, one date, and history that still echoes today. Stay with us because every day has a story, and we're here to tell it.